Hey everybody, this is Lord Magicus. This is round 4 of Dimir Merfolk in Modern. We are on the play. Let's show off our Lurrus. This hand looks fine. We're going to keep. So, no idea what we're up against, but let's get our Vial out. See how this goes. Or is this mine? Oh fuck, alright. That's bad. So we need Spreading Seas here. So this is either Tron or Eldrazi Tron. There's not really a good way to know which. So probably I'll play Silvergill Adept. Show them the Lord. I need the pressure. I'd really like a third land so I can try to do something with this, but I want to know what we're up against first. It's Eldrazi Tron, okay. We would not have been able to counter this anyway. So we need Spreading Seas. Spreading Seas really badly. Well, that's something. So what I might want to do is could Trickster this thing down. I really don't want to, like, the problem is they could have like Thought Not Seer next turn. I don't have a good way to like deal with it if they do. So maybe play Silvergill Adept. I'm just trying to think, his Thought Knot could come down next turn and it would be bad. I might want to play these two together. I definitely have to play this Lord. That's going to be important. I just don't know if it's worth trying to get in damage right now. So probably, all right, let's go with, we'll go with the Gill. So if I draw Tar Pit, I want to play that. No? Okay. I think I'm just going to Thought Scour them. So they have like Karn, so playing this other Vial is probably not very good. Right? I don't want to trade with this thing just yet. Let's see if they play like Thought Not Seer, because then I'll have to play the Master. I'll probably take the Drown in the Loch, actually. Either that or I guess I could take the Trickster, but this replaces itself, so. 2. Oh, Mind Stone? Okay. What? That's not actually that bad. Okay. This is not hopeless yet. I'm gonna crack them. Oh no, they're just playing a ton of stuff. I don't think they're gonna attack, actually. This does make it easier to, like, if they don't attack, I can just Trickster it, and then, you know, I put in Master and get a huge attack in. I don't think they want to swing here. Yeah. Let's Thought Scour them first and just make sure we know what's going on. Alright. They're not drawing a Thought Knot. That's good. Oh my god, why the fuck did I do that? I missed out on a damage for free. I meant to click on this. Well, it's not totally fucked up yet, but it's bad. Alright, well, I guess that's fine. I guess we want to hit this thing. Sure, scry 1. They put a card on the bottom, so that's a good sign for us. Mire Triton's fine. I would love to pay 2 life here. Let's... Yeah, we'll put the Trickster in play here. I won't show them the Mire Triton. I'll wait until they try to like Thought Knot me or something. There's also a yeah. Okay, well that. So all right, that's fine. I'll take it. I'm not gonna complain about this. Drown in the Loch is not that good against this deck. I don't know if I want that. It might just be better to load up on stuff like Fatal Push and Force of Negation. Because, yeah, they might have, like, Chalice of the Void. Like, a lot of their important cards are 4 mana. The problem is, like, they do have creatures. This counters the creatures, but it's hard to counter them because they're, like, 3, 4, and 5 mana creatures that, you know, we're not going to have a way... They don't put a lot of cards in their graveyard, generally, so... I'm thinking that this does kill off the Thought Knot Seers, which might be okay. Force of Negation. I get the feeling that we don't want the Drowns. Maybe the Seize Claim is a little bit better. Turn off some of their utility lands like Blast Zone. Aether Gust doesn't really do anything. I mean, the Fatal Push is not great either because we don't have a lot of good ways of killing their stuff. Yeah, it's just, I don't want to play like Thought Scour and Drown in the Loch against this deck, really, so... The problem... I guess if they have Chalice, like, that's also still bad if they put it on this, on 1. I don't know. This is not a deck that I have a good sideboard plan for. I guess I could just keep some of these. I just don't think Drown is going to do very much on its own. Especially when we're on the draw. I mean, maybe we just load up on Thought Scour and just target ourselves. Just don't have removal for their creatures, I guess. Alright. We'll do... I don't know if this is right. We're going to try it like this. I really don't have a good sideboard plan for this. This is a big mana deck, and this is one of the ones we did not really prepare for. I think we have a much easier time against Tron just because, like, the Seize Claim matters a lot more. It doesn't matter as much versus this deck. This is much more aggressive, so it's harder to keep them off of casting their important spells. I don't know, maybe we could get lucky here. It's entirely possible that, like, they just don't have, like, a particularly good hand. Maybe Mire Triton will come through for us. This hand looks fine. We're gonna keep it. Just, yeah, playing Vial and a bunch of creatures is usually the way to go. We just need to race them. We have 2 Lords, too. This is a match where, like, because of, like, Walking Ballista and stuff, it actually is sometimes beneficial to play the Lords first. So you want to play as many of these as you can. Also because of, like, Thought Knot Seer. Well, they mulled to 6. Okay, so that's hope. Alright. What do you got for me? Tower, nothing. Okay. Sounds good. Fatal Push. I guess we have the Delta for it, so that's not terrible. That means if they ever play like Thought Seer, we can actually kill the damn thing. I really don't like killing Matter Reshaper, because I don't want to ramp them further than they're already going to go. They already have too many soul lands, and I don't want to give them more. Ugh. It's not great. I guess we're just hoping they don't have, like, Thought Knot in turn 3. Well, I guess if they have Thought Knot Seer in turn 3, it's not really going to matter. They're going to take a Lord no matter what, so may as well just show them one, and then plan to play 2 of them next turn. So if they have it, they just have it. There's nothing I can do about it. Yes, please attack. This usually means that Thought Knot Seer is going to come down. They just want to see if I'll trade this first. Yep. They can take a Lord. I mean, I think they might have to take the Fatal Push, because I can definitely just, like, Lord, Fatal Push, and then start counterattacking. That's legitimately a thing, so they may just take the push. No, they take that. Okay. That's fine. Like, it's not the end of the world. I don't know why it gives me 2 modes to cast that in. That might actually be a mistake here. Alright, well, I already fucking committed to this, so... But, okay, I should not have actually, like, activated Vial there, because I might have needed this Force of Negation for, like, Karn or something. That was actually a fuck-up. They could just play, like, lands and then Karn, and then we're in some trouble. But I guess if they play, like, another Thought... Oh, they do nothing? Okay, well, then we're actually in some good shape here. I'm not willing to put Lurrus in my hand just yet. Okay, now I think I might be. So if I put Trickster in play... They don't have another land, that's important. They don't have another Thought Knot Seer, that's also important. So, if they play Karn, I can force it, and then I have Lurrus still, which means I can start attacking into this. On the other hand, I could just, like, Trickster right now, hold up Force for this turn, and then just see where we're at. I kind of like this plan, actually. Get Lurrus, tick Vial up next turn. We'll still have 5 mana, so if we need to replay a creature, we can. We attack for 10. Like, this could actually be good enough. If they just, like, have one more piss poor draw next turn, like, this could actually win the game. This is what I was saying. Maybe their draw is going to be bad, and maybe we'll just roll them. So, here, like, our best thing that could possibly happen is they play, like, Karn next turn, and we just force it, and we win. So they'll be at 6. They can block one thing, and they're dead. They play another creature, it gets a little more awkward. I think that's okay. I'm gonna let them have their 1/1. I'm hoping this means that they're gonna just try to play a 4-drop. They're gonna play like Karn and try to block or something. They might have nothing. Like, that's entirely possible. Problem is, if they ever play like Power Plant, like, then they could play like All Is Dust, and I really don't want to just walk into them top decking Power Plant and then playing like a giant Planeswalker, like maybe Ugin the Ineffable or something like that. So that's why I am choosing to let this resolve, because they can still block these two things. Like, see, there we go. Look, this force might be what's saving us right now. If we force Karn here, or force whatever, like All Is Dust. This could be Walking Ballista. No! Why is it always the fucking worst thing? God damn it. Alright. It's so bad for me. Alright, well, we're taking Vial up for sure. I have to start killing these things. I guess I have to attack with Silvergill and Trickster. They have to block at least one of them. Okay. It's not the end of the world. They just have more mana. More mana I can handle right now. Alright, this still... Okay, they're gonna kill my Lurrus, that's okay. This might be okay. Alright, like, this is about as good as we could have hoped for here. So, we're just forcing anything that we can force and then just praying that we can attack for victory. Eight. 11? Oh, fuck. Is this another ballista? You just had 2 ballistas in hand. Are you serious? I mean, yeah. Sure. So what do I need? I need, like, Fatal Push. I can't really do anything about 2 Walking Ballistas. We're just at the whims of our top decks now. So I guess I have to play Gil first and then pray that we draw something. I guess maybe I was supposed to attack first. Well, we had such a good chance this game, but like they just found Ballista at the last minute. I think they're gonna take this. So 6, 8. They have 12 mana. I swear to fuck, if you play another Walking Ballista. Now they're just building it up so they can kill this thing. Conduit of Ruin. That's not good. So 3 counters on it. That's, yeah. The Ulamog is gonna kill us. So what do I need? I need Spreading Seas into Lord right now. Spreading Seas into Lord wins the game. Anything else is just gonna die. Because I know they have Ulamog in hand. Alright. We have lost. Damn it. The back-to-back ballistas is just fucking brutal. They top decked Tron and then played 2 ballistas. Like, what do you want? Alright. So, you know what? I'm taking the Thought Scour out. This Drown in the Lochs. Okay, so they might actually be good just for killing ballista. It's possible. Alright, we'll go like 2 and 2. Alright, let's pray. Pray to Thassa that we don't get screwed in this last game. We're on the play. Like, we had actually a really good hand that time. They just, like, they pulled the nuts at the last second, so. That is Tron for you. Sometimes Tron will just do Tron things. Alright. I guess we have to keep this. It's not amazing, but I'm going to, so. We are super weak to Walking Ballista. It is what it is. We're probably just going to get Watery Grave, play Silvergill again next turn. Hopefully draw a Lord. But it's not a terribly impressive start. Okay, you know what? That changes things. I actually may need to Spreading Seas that just because I don't want them casting like turn 2 Thought Knot Seer. They yeah, this is actually a matchup where Fish It and Port would be really good, so. Alright, what are you gonna mill here? So there will be no turn 2 Thought Knots. Okay. I could Seize Claim that this turn. I think I probably should. Tempting. Actually, I'm gonna play the Windrobber because it has natural evasion. Alright. They're going for Tron. Alright. Let's make sure they don't get Tron next turn. Ulamog and Conduit, okay. They're not just going to play tower and go crazy this turn. That's the plan. They could, however, play a ballista and fuck us, so that appears to be what's going to happen. Thought not. That's okay. I can live with this. They'll definitely get rid of Trickster here. The Triton does nothing to them at the moment. I guess I just swing with everything except Silvergill. They could trade with this thing, but it's really dangerous, so. Curse Catcher or Mistcaller. Yeah, they're not like terribly great options, but you do what you gotta do. It's alright, so we have two options here. Actually, I think the option that might make sense is getting Lurrus, but I can play Triton and Seize Claim, or I can play Seize Claim plus Lurrus. Let's definitely play this on this tower. So the question is, do I want to put Lurrus in my hand right now? I could play the... I guess I think I want to put this in my hand. It's the most mana efficient thing to do. And then I could potentially play stuff if they like Ballista me next turn. We're getting close to the point where we can start sacrificing these things. Reality Smasher is... I mean, it's gonna race us a little bit. Okay. Yeah, this makes sense. Artizac of Kozilek, or Kozilek. Alright. So they have exactly 8 cards here right now. So I think the correct thing to do is go Lurrus and Mire Triton. Fuck, well, we didn't really get anything of value here. However, we can start drawing multiple cards a turn with these things. If we get one Lord, we win. They have 6 cards in hand, so they have to like do something. They don't have Ballista yet, so at least if they find Ballista, they're not gonna like. We still get to draw the cards off of these things. They have 8 cards now. Still no Tron. They have a lot of mana. I don't know if that matters. I think we just need to draw a Lord next turn and we win. We have a bunch of draws to do it. Okay, well, that's gonna do it. Okay, well, here we go. These all have Island Walk, so attack for 9 with that. Alright. There we go. Good games, opponent. I mean, yeah, they had an insane game too, but like, I don't know. The game 3, their hand was just way too clunky. They had like the curve was way too high on the Eldrazi in order to keep up with all of this. Like, at any point they could have top deck Ballista, and like we would have been just like completely screwed. So this match was far from a foregone conclusion. Like any of those draws could have been just like game over for us. But you know, finding the Lord on the last turn here while they had the clunky draw in game 3 was exactly what we needed to keep ourselves in this. So, good games, opponent. Yeah, I think the Sea's claims are going to work more against regular Tron, but I still think you probably want them in this match just because there's too many important lands where you need having Island Walk is really important against like all these like fat bodied creatures, and having stuff that like turns off Tron or turns hitting Eldrazi Temple or even Blast Zone, all very important interactions. So I think bringing in Sea's Claim is fine. I don't think that they're gonna like leave in Chalice, but like I don't think it's correct to have Chalice against us, but there are some Eldrazi pilots that will just do it because they think that they can like next level you or something. So you have to watch out. Some people will do it and some won't. I don't think it's correct, but it's probably safe to bring in Sea's Claim. If they're gonna play Chalice, it's usually on 2, which is we have the Cavern, so that's not that big a deal, but. We the Mire Tritons did not find anything relevant for our graveyard. However, they did keep us from drawing a bunch of nonsense cards. Like there's a bunch of lands and Vial in our graveyard, so I guess that's something. But the Windrobber meant that we had our draw for our turn, Windrobber 1, Windrobber 2, and then we can recast it and then play Windrobber number 3. So we had 4 draws this turn to find Lord to win this game, thanks to Lurrus. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, that's one thing. I don't know if I mentioned this the last league. Like this actually is like a bobble in the late game. Once they have 8 cards in hand, you can sacrifice this to just like draw 2 cards a turn with Lurrus, which is pretty awesome. So, anyways, that's our game. So, like I said, give this a thumbs up. Let's see if we can finish positive in our last match. Take it easy, everybody.